everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've got another really good video for you guys today. Last week when I was at Galaxy's Edge for the release of the Stranger Legacy Lightsaber, I saw a brand new item that I had never seen in Dok-Ondar's, and of course I had to get it. Upcoming this holiday season, they have released a miniature Legacy Lightsaber. They call it a 12-day countdown calendar, like an advent calendar, which I don't even understand why that was even really necessary with this, because they could have just sold this to me as miniature Legacy Lightsabers, because that's because I'm that much of a sucker. I always joke about, how do you sell the same person the same item twice? You change the size or the color of it, and the suckers will show up to repurchase it. And here we are, buying a miniature Legacy Lightsaber set of all the little ones, which I already have all the big versions of as well. But as soon as I saw these, had to have it, because why not? You know, mini Legacy lightsabers that they come in these little cool little boxes, as we'll get to see as we open these up. I haven't opened this yet. Still factory sealed. Still got the little tape on the back, but I can't wait to actually see these in person and what they look like, how much kind of detail we got. But there you go. There's the front of the box. It's got featuring Luke's there, and a little bit of glare. There you go. There's the different hilts that are going to be inside here in these mini little crates. See how it comes with this? It's inside this little crate here. Every lightsaber is going to have this little crate, and supposedly these little notches, you can lock them together so to create some sort of display with them, however you would like to do that. And on the back, same thing, just featuring a few more of the crates. Anakin, Luke, Obi-Wan, Rey is what we got featured here on the back. If you can see here, it was $100 for this set. Unless you're an annual pass holder, you got a 20% discount on that. So I ended up paying around 80 bucks plus tax for these. And just for the record, these are available on DisneyStore.com. It did say they were back ordered when I checked a little earlier, so I don't know what the deal is there, how long the back order is going to be, but I know these were everywhere in Hollywood Studios, Galaxy's Edge, Walt Disney World. I'm assuming they are everywhere on the West Coast as well. But let's get into this, and enough with the yapping. I'm going to go ahead and cut this open, see what we got inside. I like how it's like a little cargo crate. It looks exactly like the Legacy Lightsaber crates, except just in cardboard form. Oh, there you go. Okay, as you see, you open it. Got 12 mini little crates in here. Each one's numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, etc. So that's where they're coming up with the countdown. It says 12, what did it say? 12-day countdown calendar, as basically like your 12 days of Christmas type thing, advent calendar, which, like I said, I don't really understand why that was really necessary for these, because they could have just been sold as collectibles. So that the 12-day countdown thing is really unnecessary, but still very cool, and can't wait to get these open. So obviously we should probably start with number one, right? Let's start with number one, see what we get. Now this is where the surprise comes in, because there is nowhere on these little mini crates that says which one's in it, so it's basically a surprise. Number one, it does have Disney and Star Wars, insignias on the back, and basically looks like an even smaller Legacy Lightsaber case. Now luckily these are not taped shut, so I won't have to cut every single one of these open, and I'm going to try to do this without ripping them, which looks like it may be a little difficult. Yeah, these are going to be little trickies. There we go. Got the first one. And as I open up the end there, you can see there's a little mini crate inside. And which way is it facing? So it's facing you. I'm going to do a little surprise here. We got number one mini Legacy Lightsaber is Qui-Gon Jinn. Oh, there you go. That's pretty cool. I like the little mini crates. Now, do these crates pop open is the next question. Or is it like permanently locked in this little crate forever? Okay, it does open up. So the lid, the plastic little The first one will be the long one. We'll zip through these things once we do a little investigating, but yeah, the little plastic pops off the front of there, and it looks like you might even be, should be able to even pull it out. There's a little plastic in here. It's holding it in place. See, this little plastic pops out. Try not to break things. Which then the hilt comes out, which then leaves basically the little stand. And then you got this little baby Qui-Gon Jinn Legacy lightsaber. I'm not gonna lie, these are pretty cool. Now, I think they're plastic. I don't. Does it say that they were? Okay, it doesn't say. Doesn't say like on the outside that they were like if they were going to be metal, plastic, whatever. But I can confirm after opening the first one that it's 100% plastic, molded plastic, but very cool. Like I said, how do you sell me the same thing twice? Change the size of it, and here we are. But very cool. Number 1 is Qui-Gon Jinn Mini Legacy Lightsaber. This is going to be a pain in the ass to put all these away after I'm done filming this video. But I'm doing this for you guys. I'll suffer through that later. Putting all these back in their crates once the filming is done. Number 2. There you go. Let's see. Who do we got? Number 2. Let's do this together. Number 2 is that Mace Windu? I'm assuming it is because it's purple. Yes, Mace Windu is number 2. Actually, I forgot to mention with the first one, because I was not paying attention, on the back, there's like a little card on the back of each one of these. The Qui-Gon says affiliation, Jedi, blade color, green, and length. It's just giving you some statistics and information on the lightsaber that's inside. Mace Windu, Jedi, purple, length 307. It's a cool little extra feature that they got on there. But am I really going to open all these? I think we are. But maybe I won't pull them all out. I'll just pop that front plastic off so we can get a little better look at them instead of having to, so I don't have to suffer through getting all these back inside of there. But there you go. Mace Windu is number 2. And there Mace Windu's already on the floor. Crate number 3. Let's see who we got. Oh, that's definitely Count Dooku. As soon as you see that curved pommel end, I immediately knew that was Dooku. That one is cool. That one is very cool. Let me pop the plastic off so we can get a little better look. That one is very cool. I like the curved end and obviously the curved emitter end. Very, very nicely well done little miniatures. Sith Red 374. That's the longest one so far, which is not surprising because I'm assuming they're measuring all the way to from tip to tip. But yeah, even it's got like little rubber grips on it too. Very, very well done. Very decent quality looking little miniatures, I must say. Actually, I'm going to have to rewatch this video to figure out what numbers are what as I repack all these. Not like it really matters, but because I'm just tossing them over here on the floor here, and I won't know which numbers are which. But there we go. Number 4. I opened a different side this time, so we're going to be pulling out from the opposite direction. And we have, that is Obi-Wan. Yes, Obi-Wan Jedi Blue 264. That's actually a fairly short one. I think that might be the shortest one so far. Obi-Wan at 264. Very nice, which that's looks like the episode 3 version of Obi-Wan. It's got a little weathering, wear and tear on it. Very cool. I like how they got all the grips. The detail is very well. See all the little like grip texture and everything on it. Yeah, they definitely did a nice job at giving them a little more premium feel to them, even though they still are plastic. But very nice detail. All right, number 4 is Obi-Wan. Crate number 5. Let's go back to make sure I'm opening the same side each time so we're not flip-flopping. Number 5 is Yoda. Look how tight. Look how it's a mini. It's like the mini of the mini. Well, this is obviously going to be the shortest one of all of them. It's like a mini. Where's give me one of the other one. Bring back Obi-Wan. How tiny Yoda is compared to Obi-Wan's. That's hilarious. But Jedi green 169. That's going to be hard. That's actually not. That's impossible to beat because obviously Yoda's got the smallest hilt. But there you go. Yoda is number 5. Number 6. Let's keep it moving. Make sure I'm opening the correct side again. Number 6 is, that's got to be Anakin. Yep, Anakin Skywalker, Jedi blue, $2.95. They even got like the little rabbit ears on there on the emitter end. Very cool. It's the most iconic lightsaber in Star Wars. These are neat. I'm actually, once we're done, we'll try putting some of these together and see what it looks like as you stack some of these with the inside all the case, with all the the locking cases together. Number 7. It's probably going to be a longer video just because of all the time I'm wasting opening all these things. But make it a little fun. If you make it to the end, I appreciate you. Number 7. Vader? It's got to be. Yep, Darth Vader. Of course, they put Anakin and Vader back to back because it is the same person. and then the similarities. Let me take the lid off of there. And what did I do with it? Nope, that's Yoda. There it is. Yeah, and there you go. Let's lock these together while we're looking at them. There you go, Anakin and Vader. You can see the similarities between the two, basically, other than the ignition switch and the emitter end. You can tell it's the same lightsaber redesigned, basically. Very cool. Darth Vader and the length Sith red 295, same exact size as well. Moving on. That was number 7. 8. Who do we got for number 8? It is that Luke? It is Luke. Luke Skywalker, Return of the Jedi version of Luke Skywalker. That would be the one with the green blade, and that says 315 in length on the Luke Skywalker. Yeah, it's again very nice detail on that one as well. With the, it's amazing. I'd like to see the molds they used for these because they are very detailed for the size of them. But there you go, Luke Skywalker is number 8. Number 9, and everything's falling over here. And number 9 is, it's red. I think I know who it is. Kylo Ren. Yeah, that's a big one. That's got to be the longest one. 315. What was that last one? It really said the same length? I thought Luke said this. It was 315 as well. That is a huge one compared to. You can see the cross guard and everything on it. That's like it's barely fitting in the case. That was a very large mini lightsaber. That one is cool. That may be my favorite so far. Kylo Ren's always been kind of like one of my favorite lightsabers. Just I love the look of it, the design with the cross blade, cross guard, and everything. It's just very cool. That's definitely got to be one of my favorites. Kylo Ren mini legacy lightsaber. Alright, we're up to number 10. Got 3 more to go. Getting better at opening these. Number 10 is... Of course it is. Of course it is. It's Ben Solo. Of course number 10 is Ben Solo. Because number 9 was Kylo Ren. Once again, we'll lock these together so we can take a look at them. You can tell it's the same hilt, a little different design, and the cross guard to bleed, to exhaust the crystal. That's the broken crystal inside. But you definitely can tell it is the same lightsaber redesigned or repurposed into a dark side lightsaber. And Ben Solo, Jedi blue, in exact same length. Also very, very cool. Very well detailed again. I am definitely impressed with that, with how well they did that. But there you go. That was number 9 and number 10. Number 11. Got 2 left. Let's see what we got for number 11. And it is... What is that one? Is that Leia? Yeah, so I'm looking at the playback on my camera up here, and it's really hard to see how tiny it is. Yeah, that's Leia. You can tell by the you can tell. I can see the rose gold, coloring on it now. It's actually almost. It's not really rose gold. It's actually like yellow. Like the color is not great on that. So that's probably why I struggled to tell which one it was. But there you go. Leia is number 11. And that is Rebel Blue in 303 on length of the Leia. Last one, number 12. I don't know who all we've done and who we haven't based off the list on the front. So we'll just see what's inside. Final one of this set. That's Rey. Rey Skywalker. And we got Jedi Yellow 276. Rey Skywalker is number 12. That one still got really nice detail, like the leather wraps in the middle look kind of goofy to me, but still very cool. Now the question is this going to be something they do? This is this is only 12. How many lightsabers have we had? A lot. I think we're into like the 30s or 40s now on legacy lightsabers. So does this mean there's going to be a Series 2, which I'm assuming it will? So this is most likely a Series 1, and we're going to get a Series 2 at some point. I'm going to set this down, because I'm going to start locking some of these together before we end the video, just to see what it looks like with all these kind of locked together. So you can lock them on top to bottom, or you can lock them left to right, depending on how you want to display them. That one, okay, so it's a little tricky to there you go. So it's going to have to, so if you're going top to bottom, you can't see. I'm trying to put it in this position. It's not going to work because they need to be locked. They lock from different directions going top to bottom, and then they do going left to right. See, because that one, see, I'd have to pull. That's they probably got to be done in stages. Got to put that bottom one first. Yeah, there you go. Then you got to put the bottom one first, and then the top one. So just take some playing around with, depending on how you want to lock them up. But like I said, you have to put you got to go top to bottom. You can't do a top one and then put a bottom one because they lock from different directions. And I already have these two together. So let's just go ahead and slide them in here. I've already got the Kylo and the Ben Solo locked together. Let's put them on top of here. What else we got? We have... I guess I can't do it that way either. Yeah, it's definitely going to be... Yeah, because it's weird how the left and right sides lock from a different direction. So you can only specific way you can put them in there. So you kind of gotta play around with it to get them together the way you want to. But the cases are flexible, so there is room for error with. Is that the Qui-Gon? Oh, I see Qui-Gon fell on the floor and like rolled away. Where the heck did it go? Oh no, that's right. That's the one I pulled out. So let's put Qui-Gon back in there. Actually, I'm probably going to do that. I'm just looking at this. I took the Qui-Gon's the one that I took the plastic out of. Yeah, I'll show you in a second. The back patent card fell out of Qui-Gon, so I'm going to put that back in real quick. Struggling with that too. Why not? Struggle is real. Okay, there we go. But you see, I took the plastic out of the Qui-Gon, and look how much nicer that looks than, you know, having the plastic inside of it. So I'm going to go back through once I'm done here, take all the plastics out. That looks so much better with that plastic not in there. Let's lock this one in, and then we'll get that last one in there, and we'll give you a look at what it looks like with all 12 locked together. There you go, all 12 mini Legacy lightsabers. That is pretty cool. You know, really cool looking display. So, I mean, you could stack them tall ways like that. You can, you could stack them really long if you just want to do a long row of 12. You can do a long row of 12 if you wanted, or or twos of sixes, or you could do threes. You could bring these three down and do 3 and 3. You have 3 rows of 4, or 4 rows of 3. I'm sorry. But there you go. How cool is that? Definitely a neat little collectible that they added here for the holiday season, which I think is pretty cool. That would look great under any Star Wars fans' Christmas tree this year. So let me know what you guys think of the little mini Legacy lightsabers here that just released at Walt Disney World, Galaxy's Edge. They are online, like I said. It did say they were back ordered, but you can try to place an order, and I'm sure it'll show up. I doubt it'll show up. Might not show up before Christmas if you're looking to buy them for your Star Wars fan for under the tree. But let me know which one you like the best, and are you going to pick up these mini Legacy lightsaber sets? Hopefully this means that there will be a Series 2, which it most likely will, because there's so many that we have not gotten here. And just off the top of my head, Darth Maul, where's that one? So lots of room to expand this collection. Hopefully we get a Series 2 down the road after this, maybe next year. Maybe next year we'll get a Series 2 of the mini Legacy lightsabers. But thanks for watching. I know it was kind of a long one as I fiddled around with all the boxes and cases, but I appreciate it if you made it all the way to the end. You are the true heroes here, and I appreciate every single one of you. Thanks for all the likes, the comments, and the subscriptions. We are closing in on 10,000 subscribers, so if you're not subscribed and you like me and Star Wars, why not subscribe? It's free. Thanks for watching, and this has been the Pendaflow Mini Legacy Lightsaber Perspective.